actually modesty that is in the Quran and in the Hadith of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam to make you make that decision, and you are looking like that today. However, when we spoke about the definition and the fiqh part of it, how does hijab look like? We finished with some conclusion last year, and I hope you do remember for the sisters who attended the hijab event last year. We attended that you have to have a checklist for your hijab. How does it look like? The hijab that Allah likes, that the Prophet ﷺ would approve. How does it look like? Is it hijab to attract or hijab to protect? Is it a hijab you wear it to declare your faith, or it's hijab of being so proud and you look and ask people, look at me, look at me? So what do you mean by your hijab? Because as the sister just mentioned right now, when you look at the mirror, what do you say to yourself before you go out? It's very important. Do you approve of yourself? That's how you want it to look. So maybe we don't disagree much about the colors. Maybe the black looks more beautiful on me and the pink looks more beautiful on you. Maybe the purple is your color and the blue is mine. So we cannot really discuss the color of the hijab. We discuss the moral of the hijab. Why you were wearing the hijab. So if you choose the color that makes people, hey, look at me, it's your intention that Allah will look at. We don't even tell you it's a halal or haram to wear red or pink or beautiful. So it's actually what you mean, not what you get. So today we're talking about something a little bit different. And I'm starting from a verse in Surah Al-Tahrim, verse number 5. You know the story when Aisha radiallahu anha and Sayyidah Hafsa radiallahu anha, they were so angry because the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, it seems to them that he's favoring Sayyidah Zainab. So they were so jealous. And they're trying to make something against the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And he was not happy with them, and then he decided to leave them for a while to make a decision and to make a choice. So in that verse number 5, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reveals something not all the Muslims are aware of. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in verse 5, Surah Al-Tahrim, I will read the verse for you. He actually told us the characteristics of a Muslim. The checklist of a Muslim. What is she? Okay? So a Muslima, I lost the ayah, but let me tell you what is in the ayah. Al-Muslimat. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said to Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, to the wives of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, if you do not obey Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, if you do not make him happy, Allah will give him better than you. Who's better than the wives of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam? Can you tell me? Now there is no one better than the wife of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. So he is telling us who is the Muslim, our measure. This is the measure of every Muslim. Muslimat, mu'minat, qanitat, ta'ibat, abidat, tayyibat wa abkar. In another verses of the Quran you will find that. And I will today actually will go through that. So I will be trying to tackle this issue. How much so I know exactly. I have 3 minutes left, so I didn't even start it. Okay. Sorry, I was not aware how much time I have today. That's all. Anyway, so let's start with the issue of Muslimat. You know, once you choose Islam, you become a Muslim, and that's a very general. Because there is a difference between a mu'mina and a Muslima. When you're a Muslima, you declare the Shahada. Okay, you choose to become a Muslim. But the Iman is the faith. You have the details of the faith. You accept. That's when you become a mu'mina. So further than being a Muslima is a mu'mina. Further than being a muhajjaba that wears the scarf, you are a muhajjaba who believes in her hijab, who believes in this beautiful thing we wear. It's not a piece of cloth. It becomes part of your iman. I will try to get my characteristics together because Rodina is not giving me much time today, but it's okay, I understand. No, that's fine, that's fine. So the hijab is actually an act of ibadah. Hijab is an act of ibadah because the minute we remember the Sahabiyat when the verse of hijab in Surah An-Nur was revealed, they were before the Prophet ﷺ in the morning, all of them, they were covered, all of them. All of them, they looked like al-ghirban. They looked like, who knows what's al-ghirban? A bird. They looked like black birds behind him. Because why? It's not because the choice of the black color. No. Because the Arab ladies at the time, they used to have some type of a dress they put around their waist. But when the ayah of the hijab was revealed, they pulled it and they covered their head with the same piece they have, all of them together. They did not wait. They said, like, let's think about it. We have so many Muslims right now. See, our sister accepted Islam last year. And she's already a full muhajjaba, alhamdulillah. So many Muslims out there, they need your help. Why they need your help? Because they still don't understand what hijab is. Maybe because of us, we are not representing hijab as an act of faith, as ibadah, as a rida to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, as acceptance. Maybe the hijab doesn't look that beautiful to them. Maybe no much how much colors we're putting, it's not attracting them. Maybe because of what? Let's see why the hijab is not getting more hijab. I remember back in the time, I was among the few first muhajjabas in my city. And we started the school 2 muhajjabas. In a month, it was 23. In 2-3 months, they were 40 something. In the end of the year, I remember very well, in April, May, we have the school looks like white. And they were calling my school Mecca. It was Mecca. So that time, hijab meant a lot. But now we have more muhajjabas in the world. But the muhajjabas are not representing hijab, they're representing themselves. They're not representing their faith, they're representing themselves. We are individuals, we're not a group, we're not together. I mean, I'm not trying to say you are not the sisters here, because Mizan sisters prove to me again they are sisters of mission. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reward the organizers of this event. Having a sunnah hasana, please give them a very, very beautiful applause. They really deserve it, because last year we started off with a beautiful little event about hijab, and here you go, it's become a sunnah hasana. We're doing it again, and inshallah for years and years until our grandchildren to become a very beautiful thing to do every year. Inshallah next year we will talk about different aspects of hijab. So this is what I'm saying. I mean, it's not you exactly I'm talking about. Every single muhajjaba should be a messenger. She should be someone who represents something. She should have a goal. She should be distinguished. She should have a presence. When you are there with your hijab, what do you mean to the others? Usually, you're sitting there in a place and so many people walk in. When a muhajjaba walks in, she always gets attention. She always gets attention. But if this muhajjaba is a muhajjaba with akhlaq, the way she talks, the way she walks, the way she represents, you see a lot of muhajjabas, they don't mean anything to hijab. They have nothing to do with the hijab. It's a big amana. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave us this beautiful gift, and we should appreciate it. And we should actually beautify it with our ruh, with our soul, with our faith, with our akhlaq. So the hijab is akhlaq. It's a crown when it is akhlaq. When you have the morals of it, when you have the values of it, it becomes your crown. You become the queen of your time. If you have the hijab as, you have it all, and the hijab comes and covers. And as to go to the event title today, cover your head or cover your heart, hijab covers the head, doesn't cover the heart. Hijab doesn't cover the personality. You become brighter with hijab. You become more present, you become more visible, you become more yourself, you become the person you wanted to be without looking to the people, how they judge you, or how they read you, or how they look at you, or how what they expect from you. They will know you because you already have a title. They will actually not misunderstand you because you already said who you are by being muhajjaba. Being a muhajjaba said it all. You are the person you wanted to be, and people will understand that. The spirituality of hijab. Many of us, we don't look deeply into loving the hijab. Inshallah, our dear sister will come to that point. When hijab means so much